This fascinating story appears only in the Gospel of Luke. It comes at the very end of the Gospel of Luke, chapter 24, if you look it up. In our pilgrim journeys to the Holy Land, all through the years, the first day we go to Bethlehem to celebrate the birth of Christ. And the second day, we begin the pilgrimage to go north to Galilee, about 65, 70 miles up to the Sea of Galilee. But on the way, our first stop is at Emmaus. It's called Abu Ghosh. It's an absolutely mystical place. There's a Benedictine monastery, and we spend part of the day there reflecting on this gospel. Now, this gospel has exceptional power and teaching for us. These two disciples are walking away from Jerusalem. Biblically, Jerusalem is your place of destiny. And your destiny includes suffering. It includes dying and rising again. That's the first teaching that Luke has here. Jerusalem is the place of destiny. And these two disciples are walking away from their destiny. One of them is named Cleopas. Some scholars have thought maybe it was a husband and a wife. But Cleopas and whoever was the other one, they were disillusioned. They couldn't understand a suffering Messiah. We had hoped that he was the one, but then he suffered and he died. And we were crushed. And they do what many people do. They feed one another's disillusionment. As they walked along, they're sharing the bad news. Bad news becomes enlarged when we start sharing it with someone else who wants to affirm the bad news. So they're walking along, but Jesus does not turn them around. Keep in mind, they're walking 7 miles west of Jerusalem. They're walking into the sunset. That's an important symbol. And when they get to Emmaus, it's evening and the day is over. Stay with us, they say. Jesus does not turn them around. He walks with them. He knows that they're walking away from their destiny, but he walks with them. And he opens the scriptures to tell them that the Messiah had to suffer. And when they see him in the breaking of the bread, they return to Jerusalem and they join the community, a community that's brought to life and refreshed and renewed in the understanding that Jesus has risen from the dead. There's much more in this story. But what it does tell us is that somewhere in our destiny, following Jesus Christ, there is the inevitable suffering. Some reversal, some disillusionment. Could be in a family, it could be with the church, it could be wherever it is. But don't walk away from Jerusalem. That's your place of destiny. It's a place where suffering will be part of your journey. It also means that times of disillusionment may be part of your journey until you understand that Jesus has risen from the dead, has conquered the world, has overpowered all evil, all sin. And therefore, to follow Jesus Christ is to be in freedom, not downcast. It says they were downcast. Of course, you're going to be downcast. You walk away from your destiny and you begin to say, why does this happen? And I don't understand this. We don't understand mystery. And Jerusalem is a place of mystery. So keep this in mind. It's a very powerful teaching from Luke here. It only appears in Luke. And it's worth reading. It's worth a meditation. It's worth writing a journal on this to say, where is my destiny? Where is my Jerusalem? And how is it that my Jerusalem must involve sacrifice? It must involve generosity for others. Christ died for others, not for himself. It must involve some kind of a mystery in life. We have a mystery. I can't quite explain it, but somehow this is part of divine revelation in my life. And keep in mind that however disillusioned we may become, Christ walks with us. We are never abandoned by Christ. He has risen, overcome the world. We don't merit Jesus Christ. We need Jesus Christ. The Lord does not give us what we deserve. He gives us what we need. So keep that in mind. It's a very powerful teaching, and that becomes part of the meditation at Abu Ghosh. Pause now for a moment of prayer.